Alright guys, once again I'm sorry that these videos are shoddy and I don't have the full equipment that I need because, well, I'm trying to make it quick. We have a time restraint. But anyways, alright, so this is video number 2, or skills 2, PPE, personal protective equipment. I'm going to be showing you how the testing is going to go and what to ask the proctors. So, here we go. Alright, so after proclaiming that you have washed your hands, next thing you're going to want to do is gather your equipment. So, properly sized gloves, properly sized gown, make sure it's folded up and not hanging or touch anything else. Alright, and last, your waste receptacle for biohazard. So, that would be represented here. Alright, the line will be representing the safety zone, which is safe and isolation. Alright, so once you have proclaimed that you washed your hands, you got your equipment, you're ready to go. Okay, so first things first, put on the gown. But before you put on the gown, you got to make sure that you proclaim that you are inspecting it to make sure that there's no wear, tear, or any defects. Alright? So my gown seems good. Also, as you're checking it and trying to put it on, make sure that the bottom of the gown, those strings, do not touch the floor. If they touch the floor, then they will fail you. Alright, so next thing. Start by putting on the gown through one hand. Make sure that at the cuff you poke a hole with your thumb. Okay. If this is a little hard, especially keeping the strings up, make sure that you keep your gown up. If you do it high, it's going to be harder for it to touch the ground. Or pull it up a little. Alright. So, next thing you're going to want to do is put your other hand in. And once again, poke a hole at the base of the cuff. If you have one of the other ones, then make sure that you poke a base at the bottom line of the cuff, right where the elastic is. Okay, next. Once you have properly draped the gown over your shoulders, make sure that you will completely close the back, or sorry, actually, tie your gown once again, making sure that the bottom strings are not touching. Okay, so once it's tied, make sure that it's nice and close as you can to the base. That will ensure that you get a closeness with the top rear. Alright, place your head through. Now, you want to go ahead and cover the back. As you can see, because I got it closest to the base, it actually created a pretty good seal. So now I am completely sealed. Alright, next, you want to go ahead and tie the rear. Just to warn you, some gowns you're going to have to tie in the front, but for purposes of this gown, it's going to be in the back. Okay. Next is the gloves. Pretty simple. Make sure you grab the right size and place them on. enter the room. Before you enter the room, once again, make sure that you knock. So forget you saw that earlier. I was trying to replace the camera so I can visually see myself. Alright, so knock, do your whole spiel about introducing yourself and what the patient needs. So, hi Mr. Homer, nice to see that you're still hanging on to your organs. It's all good. Okay, thank you. Nothing. Okay. Now, in order to remove your equipment, you're going to have to start with your gloves. Remember, stay inside the line. If you cross the line, then you're cross-contaminating and for sure you're going to fail. Alright. So, now what you're going to want to do is begin first things first. In order to exit the room, what you're going to need is to remove your gloves. So the way to remove your gloves is grab from the top of the glove, okay, not within, just from the top of the glove, and curl it out like a ball, like this, okay? Hold this glove like a ball, and with your other hand, go underneath your secondary glove and pull it out, okay? Alright, so just in case you actually end up getting one of the ones that ties in the front, prior to removing your gloves, make sure that you untie the front first and then remove your gloves. But once again, for class purposes, we have these gowns and they're tied in the back. Okay, so next thing you want to do is toss them in the bio waste, or not toss them, actually place them, sorry. Okay, so once you have them placed in there, next thing you want to do is untie okay, so once you have that untied, next you want to go ahead and untie the back. Once you've untied and your gown is fully open in the rear, what you want to do next is, with this hand, or either hand, you want to reach under your gown, under the gown, and you want to slightly pull. Keep your hand under your gown, and with this one, now you pull out your hand, and you have both hands in. Now put your hands together and continually pull with your thumbs, making it into a ball from the top. Alright, and they have like this, like she said, once. Make sure that doesn't happen. So once you have like this, make sure once, okay, and now place in the biohazard receptacle. Okay? If it falls out, well, proclaim that you would wash your hands, step out, do it again,